incident with somebody black, they bring your little bitch ass up there, so you go over the top with the disrespect. So then the other white boys that can sit around and they can sneak in little disses that they normally would not be able to say, because black men would be on red alert and Skip Bayless ass and that bitch ass nigga was up there by himself looking like Dracula. I want that up, if your ugly ass dry face ass was sitting up there by yourself, nobody wouldn't let you talk like that. So they bring that little bitch that needs soap put in their mind. Anyway, they bring that little bitch that ain't never accomplished nothing but getting his coach fired, a legendary coach fired, because it seemed like he jealous of strong men that have options. Now I'm hearing your little bitch ass talk about Kyrie Irving because he a masculine, strong man. Well, Kyrie was up there telling the Boston fans that, he'll love to be a Boston Celtic if they'll have him. What the fuck you mean if they'll have him? Have you seen that boy dribble the goddamn ball? Everybody will have him. He ain't have to beg for no job, you punk ass bitch. Trying to put a narrative out like that. He was playing politics, you dumb motherfucker. What was he supposed to say? He was supposed to sit up there and say, yeah, fuck Boston. I don't want this goddamn money y'all trying to offer me. Kiss my motherfucking ass. I'm ready to get the fuck on away from around this stupid ass place. Or was he supposed to keep it smooth and sound like a humble person like y'all like him to sound? Because he a bad motherfucker. Everybody would like to have him. Fuck you mean. So he did business, you jackass. This is the business of basketball. He got the best deal. Fuck what your theory is that he wanted to bring Kevin Durant and he big. Ain't nobody tell you that, bald head bitch. So shut your goddamn mouth sometime, boy. Let me check my tea and see if it done calm down. We gonna shut up. You gonna be damn near done talking about black issues, bitch. Cause I don't know what made a failed basketball player the mouth of calling people bust. I don't know what a failed bitch ass, bad knee, bald head, raggedy jump shot motherfucker that the coach didn't even like your woulda, coulda, shoulda had. I told you, a lot of you motherfuckers be blaming it on the coach. Fuck you. But anyway, and sometimes it is the coach. But you, Stephen A., we got your video too. And bitch, you shot the ball all the way over the goddamn goal. Ugly motherfucker, bald head bitch. But we about done letting you talk about our black athletes because we starting to notice that the video, you talk very deep and aggressive into the black male who's strong, especially around their contract year. And you always talking about how much money the black players make. You always referencing their money and talking about how it's an opportunity for them when they're the baddest motherfuckers in the game. You a punk bitch, boy. Calm down now. Yes. You've been talking about a lot of people, mama, sons, boy. And I'm starting to realize, bitch, you don't even talk sports. They just bring your bitch ass up there to talk about personal issues. Somebody get a DUI, they bring the yard dog. Go get him, boy.
So I don't understand. Why are you guys adopting what they're saying? I don't subscribe to nothing that they say. I keep it old school and I keep it country. It make y'all laugh only because I sound like some of the older folk who raised y'all that y'all thought was outdated and y'all didn't listen to. But those are the people you need to go back to listening to. The elders is where it's at. There's some good elders and there's some elders now that they've understood that they've been smart and they've kept the knowledge, they held it to themselves and they enriched themselves off of it. They don't really tell you the things that you need to make yourself rich or just live. Everybody don't need to be rich. You don't have to be rich. You have to live in peace. There's a lot of rich people on drugs like a motherfucker. They're not happy. Stop looking at celebrities and thinking you want to be them. Trust them. You, your family, and the people that's around you, you got to enjoy life. If life is what you make. Imagine being like my Jane, he can't even go out in public and just sit and cheat his daughter by himself. There's consequences to everything you choose to do. And not really a consequence, but you gotta treat celebrities that way. Allow this man to be able to walk by himself in peace and eat with his daughter and his family without you running up to him and making him like he's bigger than you. Respect him for what he do on the court, but you should also respect his manhood and masculinity off the court. How would your daughter feel if she can't even enjoy a meal with her father because some jackass think that he's supposed to get an interview or autograph while he's at dinner with his family? It just don't make any sense what we're doing now. We idolize, we worship, we put people on pedestals and then get mad when they can't live on the pedestals you put them on. Now everybody digging into my past, everybody trying to find something about me, everybody saying they gonna cancel me, be careful and all that. So y'all part of go along, get along game too. You've been brainwashed. If you that motherfucking afraid, then you must know what I'm talking about. Why y'all digging in my past trying to cancel me? You ain't cancel your pastor after he had not one but 2 affairs and maybe 2 babies allegedly. So it don't act like you give a fuck about people being perfect, because ain't nobody perfect. Your ass still going to church now, giving up your hard-earned money. So stop playing with me. We gonna cancel a lot of motherfuckers. You gonna cancel me? The hell you mean? Ain't no such thing as a perfect male or a perfect female. So stop your little perfection, little shit you're trying to put on me. I never said I was perfect. I said I'm a goddamn man, and I want to live in peace. You shouldn't be trying to dig into people's life just because you don't like what someone's saying. Who does? What kind of immature ass tactic is that? That's what's been going on. Next show, bitch, we want you in all black, all gloves, with a goddamn Newport short. Bitch, we want you talking like our granddaddy, or we want you whispering. Bitch, you ain't gonna get up there and whitewash us no more. Fuck you, me. Got time for this shit. And I'm not gonna spend no time on the negativity. I hear all y'all talking. I hear everything. Mama cooking can't sleep that night. Mama cooking be sleeping in the daytime sometimes. Come see me in the daytime. Easier for my camera to see you, man. And then I'll get up real quick. But I'll be up. I go to sleep early. So I'll just let you know how to get up. Come in the daytime. Don't come at all, because I don't want no smoke. I just want to live in peace. This shit funny. You shouldn't be able to brainwash and trick people and sway narratives anyway. It's a free country. He said it's we the people. I think he lying. I think he just been swaying narratives and holding off information and making people see a person in a different light because of the associations you group them with, and you try to cloak all conversation. Anything you hear about me, have a conversation with me about it. I'm open to it. How about that? What happened to having conversations? Why now the only way you meet a person is an argument is to say they know such and such and to say they don't like such. Find out why they don't. It might have a fucking reason. It's shit. Don't you think? It seems like Kwame Brown. I've been saying this the whole time. I was just the first that you used this experience on. But you talk a certain way about every black athlete. They can start out talking about a white athlete. Your little bitch ass gonna find a way to talk about a black athlete, and you gonna find a way to kick his drawers in his ass to where he gotta beg for a job. Some point in his career, if he ain't in your go along, get along game, you gonna make him beg for a job. He must be stopped up. But Stephen A., we watching everything you say, bitch. You can't hide behind all the groups you join no more, bitch. We watching you. Yeah. Even some of your own bros don't like you no more. They can tell you infiltrated you. Probably telling on them too. Where you stand, boy. You better not never come around Negroes no more. We don't want you around us. Stay your punk, you one of them. Stay your bitch ass over there. Fuck wrong with you. Talking about the black lions like that. Skip Bayless, bitch, you better watch your mouth. Yeah, we watching you too, nigga. Punk motherfucker, you just think you can put a black person across from you and have a black person start talking bad, and then you run your mouth, huh? Yeah, we watching you. I see what black, white, red can do. We want all white people to come and all goddamn now. We know y'all will watch y'all take the Negroes out the way. Y'all will watch y'all motherfucking mouth. See, I said in the first video, I said in America, where I've never seen white men afraid to talk bad about black people at this point in time. They ain't afraid of us, they're afraid to talk about us in the media. I seen somebody take my video and say, oh, white men ain't afraid. I ain't say that. Learn to listen instead of listen to respond. You gotta hear me out, motherfucker. Shut your mouth and listen to me, please, without making your assumptions. There's not one white man on a national stage that just comes out and dog black males. And what they do is they put a black guy right there and let him start it off. And usually that black guy goes way high with it. I just said this earlier. And then the white guy is able to sneak his little shit and his signals to the white boy. And this is how much you can get this nigga from now. Negro. It's a game. It's a game. It's usually happening around contract year. Contract year time. Because you better not ask for what you don't think you ain't worth, boy. You better make sure you take what we give you. Or if not, we'll stick our yard dog on your ass. And you better not want to leave teams. We'll stick our yard dog on you. Look at the way he talked about Kyrie Irving just because he did business. Bitch, he don't owe nobody nothing. He's bringing a good or a service to a team, which is that he's a bad motherfucking basketball player. He's not indebted to no team. Once that contract is up, that team ain't indebted to him. The hell is you talking about? This is how you want to put things out in the media to make black boys always got to feel like someone's giving them an opportunity. No, you found his talent, motherfucker. Are you nuts? so well of the white guy. Eli Manning didn't want to go to the San Diego or the Chargers. He didn't want to go there. He wanted to go to New York. Y'all motherfuckers praise him. Talk about his daddy so well.
Yeah, coming from a lineage like that, you just gotta make sure your talent is going to the right region. I think, I would hold out too with a big arm. My brother, his brother was like that, and shit, he did a good thing.
Steve Francis do it and didn't want to go to Vancouver. Allegedly, Steve Francis didn't want to go to Vancouver in Canada. And next thing you know, you motherfuckers, we can go look at the clips of what you were saying and all y'all were saying about him. Like he should have just been so grateful to make it out the slums, and he should just take whatever he get. He shouldn't negotiate. Yeah, he shouldn't be a man and be a full-body man and be able to negotiate based on his talent. You should just be happy to be here because you from the slums. And where you come from, we measure you from. And boy, if you ain't just happy to be here, if you talk like a man, we gonna try to send you back there. Is that how y'all been doing business with us? I don't know how you sleep at night, Stephen A. But I guess that's the way the world works when you a fucking bald head loser that look like you. I guess it beat being in Winston-Salem, known as a basketball player that got his coach fired, and everybody wanted to kick your drawers in your head. So you had to go along, get along game, because you couldn't be nowhere else. You had to be a part of the go along, get along game.
Call him out, Kwame. Call him out.
Go along, get along game got a different set of rules. Y'all have allowed them to be above the law. Younger people, put down some weapons, put down the firearm, and pick up a pen. All them people got corporate sponsors. You write them little letters, if you sign them petitions, we the people can kick their draws, their hands. It's all about viewership. If you unsubscribe and unfollow and stop watching, they'll do whatever it is you tell them to do. So don't think your power is in this situation. You are feeding Stephen A. So if he talk about another black boy, you watching him do it, you feed Stephen A. You should close your eyes to everything this Negro say until them white boys kick his drawers in his ass and get him off the show. Charlamagne the God the same way. Why are you watching the Breakfast Club? This guy got lawyers to protect his image and protect a word. But you was around a minor allegedly, and you pled to a lesser charge, sir, of delinquency of a minor. And I remember the times when I was in high school, and all the girls around 14 or 15 years old that was around my age, they was getting picked up in cars with niggas that had rims on their shit. And I ain't gonna tell you what they used to do, but yeah, little 15-year-olds. See, you from that old school era where it was y'all used to ride by the high schools and pick up them little young girls, get them a Jordans or two that their daddy ain't around because they come from a situation. Get them a pair of Jordans, give them a little purse and some lip gloss. Thought you was a big man, huh? Allegedly. But in that era, that's what they was doing. When I was in school, them young girls didn't like me because I was just walking with the only thing I could do is carry their book bag and walk their ass to class and be a good man. And then I had to see them get picked up and goddamn, I thought I was gonna walk you home. But they got a ride. It's been going that way for years. But you sad, sorry son bitch, niggas like you participated in it. You're disgusting. Allegedly. But that's what you pled to, sir. We can go off what you pled to. When somebody plead to what you pled to, sir, I know that you shouldn't have a position because no one else would have that position that you have. No one. So you got a lot of explaining to do. And we should not even take your explanation. We should unfollow, unsubscribe, and show you the real power of the people. Because people shouldn't be complaining about what's going on. All you got to do is take action. Put your damn firearms down. You don't need those. All you need is that camera. That's the worst ever see that camera and that fucking pen. They want you to get violent. They paint you out as violent already anyway. If you start putting down that goddamn, the only reason why the people start kicking you in the ass, or we bringing awareness to people getting kicked in the ass on the streets by some police officers, is because of the camera. Niggas see camera and use that pen, and you can get anybody you want removed anytime.
Don't say to go along, get along, gang stronger than you, because money drives everything. And Charlemagne ain't more important than the money that he's making that company. And if you don't find valuable anymore, then the company don't find. Smaller scale that may have seen some of the similar things that I've seen, and just that nobody heard your platform because you're smaller than mine. I salute you. If you said these things, there's no need to attack me because we think alike. I never met you, and I know I haven't watched your channel, but people go through different experiences in different areas, and sometimes they can still have similar thoughts. So if you thought that way and you're still thinking this way, there's no need to become a Kwame hater. We're just saying the same thing. And let's get see you at the finish line. We haven't been taught to stop all this goddamn fighting and arguing. I didn't fight that. People were saying the most crazy thing. Nobody knew who he was. Motherfucker, ain't you been knowing me all over the world as the #1 draft pick bust? Motherfucker, on every draft night, I get the most. I need to run ads on draft night. See, that's me. They're gonna mention me right now. Hold on. Kwame Brown bust. See, you heard it? Motherfucker, I'm the most famous bust you ever motherfucker know. Quit saying nobody knew who I was. I was the #1 goddamn draft pick. You need to cut it out. And I don't even hang my hat on that, because what I'm gonna do now is way more important than being the #1 draft pick. Yeah, they taught y'all to focus so much on sports and the game. Shit don't make no sense. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Stephen A went to them colleges. I think he sucked that little boy on me and sucked him on a lot of these black athletes, and I'm just gonna figure out why. See, I don't like taking things laying down. I just been watching.
I'm gonna stop right here for a minute. You know, one thing I like about Kwame, he's so forspoken. He's telling the truth. I mean, he's fearless. He's a man that's fearless, and he's so much full of truth. And I think that he's scared. There's a lot of people who are scared of a man like Kwame. Even the so-called people like Stephan Smith and all these other, I call them the Bolue lickers. And he don't, like he said, he called himself the go long get long. He called it what it is. And I'm gonna stop, and I really take my hat off to him. I mean, I really admire what he did. I mean, he's bold. He's bold with me. He got nothing. And I like a person that got that kind of mentality. They ain't got nothing to lose. You know, it's like, hey, he's not in the NBA no more. He got out of the NBA and took care of his family. And like I was agreeing with some other people on YouTube. Okay, we such a busted. How is it that he lasts for 13 years in the NBA? So he did something right, and maybe he does some things that that off the court and some things, but that was in the past. But to keep bringing this man, it's one thing you critique his skills, but Stephen Smith and these other people, when they went on about his personal business. That man had every right to come at him. He had every right. And hey, I ain't hating on the brother. I mean, I'm glad that he's a black man, and that's so much truth in it. Like Kwame, he speaks so much truth. That's why I think that's why he's gained a big following, because no one ever. There's a segment of America like, yeah, that there's a lot of people like, yeah, we see what you talk about. For some to have the people that recognize him in the following that he does. I mean, he's so real with it. We ain't never seen someone that got to the top and been at the top and got the following that he has. So I really admire what he said, man. And it's so now these bootlickers and these bootleg black folks that do everything for mainstream society, for the when he said the white people, and put on say they double face it. One minute they say one thing, the next minute they say another thing. Then they want to come back and they sneak behind you. And now, it almost go back to the plantation. It's like you always got the house. You always had that one slave owner that was sent people out. He's one slave because he go among the slaves and find out what are they talking about, what are they doing, and come back if they come with some knowledge. And you have black people are descended from that, like the Stephen A. Smith to this day. And I believe that's his one. There was somebody in his bloodline was the same doggone way. You just got to go back and got to put on a show and put on an act. And just like he said, he wasn't really that good in college and everything. And basketball, because so now he's a commentator coming up, criticizing. And I know that they do, and I've heard other YouTubers say the same thing. They always come at black men like that. But when it comes to the white players, it's like they don't even go as hard as like they do. And they just make many bonehead mistakes and things like they don't drag them like that, man. And it's just that when a real black man speak up and defend himself and call them out, all of a sudden they're violent and stuff like that. No, it's just that what you think he gonna put pussy down to you? No. So I definitely agree with what he's saying.
Now I want some questions answered. We'll get it in due time. Right now, you're being protected. But if people start unsubscribing and not watching, you won't be protected. So they've taught us and trained us to only like people when they're no longer with us. Our community is the weirdest community in the world. We talk about everybody while they here. We can talk shit about somebody the day before, and then as soon as the motherfucker go, everybody nicer than the motherfucker. And it'll hurt you for talking bad about him when nigga you were just talking bad about him 2 weeks ago. Motherfucker can't hear that you said he a nice daddy now. Bitch, you just said he wasn't shit last. Motherfucker sick in the head, man. But I don't know. Got a lot of YouTubers talking about I just sit up in the house. I don't know why y'all think I sit up in the house. You done seen me all in my truck all the time. I'm not just gonna go out to appease you. I got the same routine. I'm still smoking hookah. I'm still chilling. I'm still moving like a wise old man. That's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to jump out there and run into nobody and scrim with them. I appreciate, shout out to all the people that's been walking up to me saying thank you, keep saying what you're saying, laughing, saying mama's cooking, saying you a funny motherfucker. Hey, I respect, I salute you. Just at Home Depot, just at a few spots, and every time I run into somebody, it's been nothing but love. So I respect you, I salute you. And I hope you're on the way to work right now listening to me and enjoying the commentary. But I want you to still get the jewels that I'm dropping. I do color commentary. I'm gonna say Becky with the good hair, the finger wave. I'm gonna say that little type of shit to keep you laughing a little bit. But I want you to get the jewels too now. Okay? So I'm about to get up here and hopefully my son is up so we can get a little lift in. I need to get a little cardio in case I need to run. But I'm get a little cardio in case I have to 2 steps on my head, jump up and down like the trampoline.
guys to donate to her and support her. And that's how we build. You know, all this tearing down ain't gonna help. I'm gonna reach out to her in a minute, and if she's ready to go or she get a little while, then I'll come right back live. But you guys have a blessed morning. Shout out to everybody, salute you. Yes, sir. You gotta get justice for Jessica. We gotta still focus on that. And like I said, we don't know what happened all out, but delinquency of a minor plea is still not good enough for you to be on the platform that you're on. So I think you should go. DJ Envy, bitch, you should go too. We need some masculine men up there. You leash wearing hoe. Every time I hear your name, and ain't nobody even say your name. I don't know why, I just thought about you. All that giggling and snickering. Never seen no man put his fingers in a plastic butt on national TV. What the fuck is wrong with you? Your son saw that, what? You all this pandering you doing, acting like you a king, and your son saw you do that. How the fuck you think that made him feel? You a nasty bitch, in my opinion. They always goddamn put punk motherfuckers like you in position to disrespect men. I don't like motherfuckers like you. You can be whatever you want to be, but bitch, don't you just disrespect no man like that. Sexual harassment motherfuckers, you throwing bunkies around some goddamn body. I don't want your job. You motherfuckers invited me to the Breakfast Club and they told me to go up there and you threw a bunkie at me, I'm going to jail on national TV and I'm suing y'all for sexual assault and harassment. Just because you think society, the court of law still got rules, motherfucker. And that's sexual harassment, what you saw bitches is doing. Teaching people how to get around HR. You even said it on camera. Hell, you a willing participant now. You a sneaky son of a bitch, but I see your third eye get you to see you, boy. Because I know where you from, and I know the shit you doing. You little punk bitch. You a sick son of a bitch. You know better. Tell me you had to call your daddy. Nigga, fuck that dumb ass shit you talking about. You had to call your daddy. Fuck kind of grown man gotta call his daddy and ask him questions and permission. Shut the fuck up. Nigga, you ain't had to call your daddy. You was protecting your interests in all the smoke podcasts. Cause just like I said you was, and I alleged you were part of the go along, get along game. Tell me you had to call your daddy. Make up a whole goddamn story and a lie. This is what y'all do all across America. You make up stories, dox the real people, and while the whole time you are disrespectful to women, men, and you a nasty son of a bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't deserve to be on nobody's platform. You are that goddamn leash wearing bitch, sticking his fingers in asses on TV. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I can tell by the responses that I'm getting from men out that they tired of y'all ass too. But men, if you're tired, sign the goddamn petition and unsubscribe and unfollow. And then you don't have to be tired no more. Get them punk motherfuckers. We want to see Mano. We want to see some real men up that motherfucker talking about real shit. Not no motherfucker sticking fingers and bunkies in New York. Get y'all bitch ass out of that radio station. Fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all motherfuckers disgust me. And this my disgusting look too. I can't even hold it. Nasty mother. Y'all some nasty son of bitches. That shit sad. Try to make us feel bad and weird if we don't accept it. You turn the lights off on a man that ain't disrespect y'all. Hey, if that's the game y'all play, do that. Nobody's trying to judge you. But don't be throwing no nuts and bunkies at me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Is you crazy? You try to force everybody to be what you are, huh, boy? Fuck out of here. You can't force nothing on nobody. You a nasty, sick bitch. Now, if y'all want to do something about it, you know what to do. Kick them motherfuckers' drawers in the head. You ain't got to do all that talking. Start petition. I sign the motherfucker. I sign it in New York. Because I know it's too many real people from New York sitting up there watching these motherfuckers every day, day in and day out. And they kind of like them, you know, because these niggas connected. And I know what connected niggas like that do. They do a little good for a lot of people that's kind of important. Some are real important. So some of those good deeds that they do get them protection, because it's like, well, damn, Charlamagne did do that, but he did hook me up with a guy he know that hooked me up with a job over here. See, it keep the go along, get along gang connected. You sick some bitch, and you motherfuckers that's taking the money and saying, oh, because he helped you do something, and now you're gonna look the other way of that shit. You motherfuckers just as sick. So y'all have a nice day.
Ooh wee.
Unless I get people.
Mr. Brown is spoken. Mr. Kwame Brown is spoken, boy. Yeah, that's what I like about him, man. He don't pull no punches. He's calling who's sick and what they doing and everything. And the only reason why he's doing this, you know, I know the language is not too nice or too, you know, the colorful language. But hey, sometimes you have to keep, some people you got to keep it real. So he just keeps it real. That's who he is. I mean, that's what Kwame. You know, he just got tired. You know, he just got tired of people ridiculing him. And, you know, it's one thing. You know, he was the #1 driver, like he was saying, but then they just went in on him, man, and how they tiptoed around him and everything. And he got his vengeance on YouTube and other platforms. And he's coming back at him at hard. See, he's busting down the doors, and people, you know, he came back to regular life, being around regular people who's not in the spotlight. Like he said, he ain't no. I like what he said. I ain't no star, I ain't no celebrity. He's humble with it, and you ain't never seen someone that. See, that's why he's giving us jewels and giving us nuggets, because he's been around. He made it to the top, and he saw what was at the top. And I believe that what he saw at the top, he's telling everybody. And so people like, wow, everything that's why he said everything. He's only going to thank everybody because for keeping it real. And I like the guy. He's so forespoken. You know, like I said, he has a lot of colorful language, but at least he's real. You don't get someone like that. That's real. They stay who to themselves, but he's not pulling no punches. I mean, if we was calling it the house Negro and the field Negro, he's like the field Negro that had enough. He's had enough. He's telling everything on the house Negroes, like Malcolm X would say. He's telling everything on the house Negroes, what the house Negro do and everything. You know that old film with Malcolm X he talks about the field Negro and the house Negro, and he's talking that's Kwame. He's like telling how house Negroes and field Negroes are today. You know, he's just, you know, you got the house Negroes like the Stephan Smith and Charlamagne the Gods and other people, and he's just exposing them. Ooh, he is doing a number. He's exposing who is the real black man and who is these the ones that just faking around and stuff like that for their own cause and their own gain. And he just a regular guy. That's what I like about him. He came back to regular life, and now they just come at him with all this nonsense and talk about him like a dog. So he's defended it. He went right on social media, got him a YouTube account, another account, and he's gonna smack back at you. And you know they got to be watching. He gonna embarrass them. It's time for people like that to be exposed. You do all that dirt to talk about someone like that. When I saw the video on one YouTuber, Stephan Smith, talk about his athletic abilities and look how many mistakes he did. Look. And I think that's probably what the video he was talking about. And then he come back at him strong. He come back at him hard, and he's exposed who he really is. Why he go to black colleges and stuff like that. You know, it's time. It's time. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? See, these black bootleg people are being exposed from every sector, no matter if it's someone with then exposed like a Stephen Smith, to someone who's taking advantage like BLM as far as Black Lives Matter, riding on the back of coattails of about 30, 40 black men and women, and you got these black women that is trying to ride along with this agenda, and so these people are being exposed to the major black community. Now they have to duck and hide in shame, and the black media is going to town on these people, and that's why his video is going across the YouTube feed, because there's a segment of people out there that they're looking for. So yeah, he's speaking for the underdog. Finally someone we get for the regular person, and you got some people that will step over other people just to feel like they make themselves important. And they want to be part of that 1%. And it means cutting people's throat to get to the 1%. No matter was it a Candace Owens, they would cut other black people's throat like I don't know what. And at the same time, they being rendered by the people who they admiring. I was watching a video discussion yesterday on Candace Owens, how she goes on attacking other black people, but yet at the same time she won't go back and deal with the people that call her child. And there was a white guy who called her child a monkey with her husband who was white. But yet she goes so hard on black people and their views. And she's about to be a joke, and no one likes it, no matter if it's in the black sector or the white sector. They were roasting her yesterday. They were talking about her feet and everything. They were talking about their feet. I didn't get a chance to record it. So hey, all these black Bolue people trying to be in the front light, trying to be they are being exposed in mainstream media, and YouTube is the platform they going in. They calling them out. You ain't gonna be able to tap dance to do nothing no more. And I really admire him for speaking up and calling out, exposing people, telling me you ain't a real man. You put down your own people, and like he said, there's no other community of people that I have seen that have put down their own community of people. All the other nationalities of people don't do that. Black people, black women, black men and black women are the only ones that are doing that want to be part of that Bolue. They want to be part of that going along, like he said, go along, get along. No other people do that. Most other people of their nationalities, no matter in the Middle Eastern community, no matter it's the East Indian community, no matter it's the Asian community, no matter it's the Hispanic community, they don't do that. But black people will clown and show on each other and will destroy and cut each other just to be a part of, just get a little fame and get a little fortune. And that's why he is speaking, he's roaring. That man is roaring. Every time they come at him, he comes back stronger. Every time he talk about Kwame, he comes back stronger. He comes back stronger, and he's roasting them. Whoever listening, and he's getting a track of following. He's getting a following. I was looking at his page, he has 60,000 people watching around the world, around the country and around the world. And he's, every time when Steve A. Smith and these other people come at him, he's coming back strong and telling him how much a man you ain't really are, and you just a show out. They talk about the Breakfast Club. I thought that was kind of graphic about DJ Envy putting his fingers up some plastic mannequin's butt. That was really woo. Ooh. But hey, they deserve the roast. If you're gonna talk about someone talk about his personal, he has a right to defend himself. And I agree. He need to come back at you even harder and expose you for and bring. He's busting down, kicking down doors. Kwame went there and kicked the door down and told let everybody on and open display. And see, it goes to show you, what you do in the dark, someone's gonna bring it to light. They did something against him in the dark. He's bringing it to light. Now he's gonna expose the whole thing. And see what they're really about, what their mission about, and they attack every black athlete, make them seem like, but when the white athlete does the same thing, they don't go as hard. And it's a double standard. It is, and people get tired of that mess. They get tired of, and they're like, and what he's saying is basically when he come out the way the white guys do something, and they don't want to seem racist, so they put a black guy like Stephen A. Smith. Basically, that's what you call the direct and indirect. That's what Joe Biden is doing. He used Kamala Harris, the one bald-headed chick, black chick, in the beginning. Now he kicked into the curb, and now he's doing his own agenda. And how the black people are like 90% Democrat. And look what he's done. He did what Obama did. He did for every other community. Meanwhile, black men, women, children, men have went to death, and he had done nothing for them. Even with the latest thing with the Tulsa, Oklahoma, with the 3 surviving women, he just hear their story, but he's not going to do anything. He's not going to honor it. So how I look at it, for about reparations. Let's see what happened with the Most High, like what he did to Egypt. And the people, when they harden up their heart against the people, originated people who are built and accomplished things just like any other race of people, it said that this race of people is not going to get the reparation. We gonna keep them at the bottom. So my mentality is, hey, you want to let the Joe Bidens and Mitch McConnell do what they do, but I'm asking God to spare their life, because when the judgment hit America and they start hitting them, it's going to hit their household. That's how it is. Just like the Pharaohs, it's only fair if the Pharaohs didn't harden their heart up against the Hebrews, the Israel at that time. Why not? And they rewarded these other groups of people. We're gonna give this to the Asian community. We're gonna give this to the immigrant community. We're gonna give this to this. No black people. You just stop complaining. And we'll tell them Candace Owens. Tell them to Stephen A. Smith and all these other people. You don't need reparation. Tell them Jim Clyburn. Well, what's gonna happen? Watch what's gonna happen. So when Kwame Brown and many other people speak up and call them out, call them what they really are, and tell the black people, a good percentage of black people, this is who they are. They don't give a crap about it. They want to see you self-destruct. They don't care you die, you deaf. They'll blame your own death that you caused your own demise and death. So these what they call Bolue Negroes is getting exposed. You want to be a sellout? You're going to be exposed in the 21st century. That's basically is the message what he's sending. So, hey, as far as I'm concerned, I like the guy, man. I like people like him. Just keep it real. It's time for all this fakeness and stuff. Just call it what it is. It is what it is. At the end of the day, what you see is what you get when you get a Bolue Negro. And you get it that wants to, they want to ride the coattails and let the masses of people use his color so the racist people, the indirect people, can hide behind it and say, wait, I'm not racist. I got my black friend here. So yeah, I'm glad Kwame Brown breaking it down, and I hope we keep exposing people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, but that's my take on the situation. I hope I'm going to title this "Why I Like Kwame Brown." Thank you. At the end of the day, what you see is what you get. out here in the video land. Take care.